do. We'll get our weather updates to kickstart the morning. Then we'll get into our newspapers for you. We'll open the phone lines to hear from you as well with community voices. Then sport will come your way. Then we'll return for the big conversation. Follow us on our various social media handles, 3FM927. That's by way where you can connect and let your voice be heard as well. Also, 055-924-2717. Put these numbers down, 055-924-2717, 055-924-2717, and as well, 055-691-0154, 055-691-0154. Those are the numbers you can reach us on when we open the phone lines. But let's start off the morning, a brand new month, with the weather updates for you with Felicity Ahafianyo. Felicity, good morning and a fantastic new month to you.
Good morning, Mawuena. Thank you so much and wishing you the same. I pray the sun will not be too scorchy. Those farmers around the southern sector will still get some few rain to close the rainy season.
Amen, amen, amen. What are we to expect today as well?
Yeah, today we expect it to be fairly cloudy across the 16 region. We expect the sun to be a bit scorchy. We expect some rain over some few places. Those in Accra, around Ablekuma, around Tanta Hill, and then those around Asham and Teman, those going into Cape Coast, Winneba, Axim, Takwadi, we are expecting some 40% chance of rain this afternoon into the evening hours. Likewise, those in Sukwe in the Volta region into the Wenya areas will also have some showers this afternoon into the evening hours. The north, upper east, upper west, northeast, northern region and its enclaves, we expect them to have clear sky, but later we expect some few clouds. Going to be sunny and slightly hazy conditions is expected over Nafongo and Boko. The fisher folks, we expect some rain and thunderclouds over the ocean, especially if you are navigating towards Togo, Benin areas. They should expect some rain and thunder over the ocean. The state is still expected to be rough, so they need to take precautions.
And so 40% chance of rain in part of Ablekuma, Tantra Hills, Ashaiman, and part of the Volta region as well. But for the rest of us, we should expect a lot more sun.
Yes.
Fantastic. Felicity, as always, we appreciate you and the weather updates that you bring to us. Do have a fantastic day.
Thank you. Wishing you the same.
Now that we've got the weather update out of the way, I just can't stop listening to this Hannah Mawuena, and I'll be honest. Such a fantastic song. And one that's resonates with everybody in terms of the message and just beautiful. And Crosby is joining me this morning as well. I saw him humming to it, dancing slowly as well. He's a choir master. For those of you who do not know, he's a respected choir master. At what church again?
I've never sung in my life before.
No. Funny enough, some of the choir masters, they can't even sing, but they can write very good songs, and they can tell when you sing in one pitch or the other.
Then I better be an instrumentalist.
Oh, please. Please, which church again?
Conductor. I attend Family Outreach Ministries. It is in Kwabenya around School Junction. Yes, that's where I was on Sunday. It's a new month, Mawuena. It's a new month. God has been good, entirely by grace. 11 months into the year.
Yeah.
One more to go, Charlie.
Come really fast as well, huh?
Yeah.
You know, every time when the year is about to end, we are always having this conversation about how fast it's come and all of that.
Yeah, but we always say January is long. That's all of it.
It is long because of just one thing. And everybody knows why January is long.
The Lord has been good. The Lord has been
God has
good.
been
I'm
good.
excited today. What's
the basis of the
it's November. And then it's a new month.
Your
It's
birth
Monday.
month, I suspect?
My birth month is in July.
That's true. That's true.
Anyways, how are you, Senior? How are you doing?
By grace, we're alive and kicking as well.
Yeah.
Thankful for, that's why that song selection as well, to be very honest, because we worship no other and we're thankful for the gift of life in all of the circumstances. And so a good day to be alive, a good day to be here and to make it count. I think that's what I have to say. Quite a lot has happened as well over the weekend.
It is Ghana for you. If you wake up and you don't hear anything, rapture has happened.
Yeah. And there's trouble on the... I don't want to call it trouble, but in terms of the NPP, things were just not smoothing for them in terms of the commentary in the lead up to that January 31 primary. Now it's inching ever closer. We know Kennedy Japan as well was speaking in a church yesterday. Baumia has been touring regions. I saw something as well from Kwabene Japan. It's heating up for them. But
and if I were a national executive of the party, particularly for Justin Kodia, I'd be scratching my head. What do we do?
Every day you are issuing a release.
Somebody saying something that you have not sent the person. You have to act like the leader that you say you are. They'll be fine.
Let's get into it. The newspapers that we have, and then we'll add the online portals as well, 3news.com and the rest.
I have a couple. I'll start with the Supreme newspaper. On the front page, it says, no permit, no approval. Chinese investors' activity at Pambro site sparks outrage. The story is on page 3 of the paper. Also, Lada Dekotopo NDC Youth Leadership meets branch organizers to strengthen unity and development. Lightwave response to health minister's false claims on the LHIMS. Also on the front page of the Supreme newspaper, Bishop Takia Boy urges prophets to build, not to condemn, as VBCI marks 40 years of impact. Pristia Sankofa gold mine enters mainstream mining. Court dismisses another application by Kofi and Num family in Regimanal Grey land dispute. Finally, on the front page, inside the AT Telecel merger maze, government U-turn, hidden interest and a deal shrouded in doubt. That is captured on page 5 of the Supreme newspaper. The Daily Gist front page, Lightwave rejects false claims, sets records straight. It comes with a picture of the health minister, Kwabena Minta. One of the ministers, every 2 weeks they are in the news. CNA, our brother,
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks they have to appear somewhere. Also on the front page, Mahama pays ex gratia to MPs. On page 6 of the paper, Baumia leads in latest NPP presidential poll.
Everybody is launching their own poll and
the same scientific method, but
different results. Same delegates they are all speaking to. Same delegates, but the result is different. So it is like, is it a case of fear delegates or fear the researchers?
Fear the researchers. Ghana will not burn, Bishop Takia Boy says. Oforiatta in hot water over SML deal. The story is on page 2 of the Daily Gist newspaper. Well, there's also this one here. Giftowari Mensah sleeps in NIB cells with a fellow to meet bail bond in NSS scandal. That story is on page 2 of the paper. And over the weekend, I chanced upon a post on social media belonging to one staunch MPP supporter. And he was asking, why does it seem that the party, or supporters of the party rather, have left Giftowari to
her fate.
to her fate. No support for her. Nobody campaigning anything.
Release, free, give to warrior, or any of that. Wanting to mass up somewhere.
The person said the post generated 500 comments and only 13 were in support of Gift Yawari. The rest, they say that if only you eat. Continue. The Insight newspaper. On the front page, Africa must fund its own education. That's according to the Deputy Minister for Education, Clement Abasa Pak. And Senate urges pensioners to use their digital channels for quick services. Mahama acts falls. SML contract terminated. New airline bill to revoke mining in forest reserves. Mahama's investment drive gains momentum with Indian giants on the horizon. Rice farmers cry over poor market, urge government support. The slow collapse inside Ukraine's fading war effort. These are the stories captured on the front page of the Insight newspaper. They say you can also visit the insightnewsonline.com to get the stories. A few more from me. The Ghanaian Point, that's a new one for me. The Ghanaian Point newspaper, banner headline, Volta will never be the same again. Economic zone to transform region, says the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra. I entered politics to serve, not to enrich myself. The NPP flag bearer hopeful, one of them, Dr. Bawumia, is saying. Also on the front page, on page 8 of the paper, Dr. Joseph Siawe Japan, the vision we see, the value we overlook. That's a piece on page 8.
Yeah.
Tribal politics has no place in NPP. Party slams Asante Akim NP over attack on Bawumia. Remember the slave master analogy? That's
I don't understand. I am not an Akan native, so perhaps I missed. Because I tried to listen to the full clip to draw my own conclusions. I may have missed the bits where he makes that reference, so I didn't understand the language he used actually.
In my mind, I think he had good intentions, but how he communicated it was a problem. In as much as you may want to talk about something that you think is right, the point you want to make your own point, because truth is, people still think Bawumia should not have been given the opportunity to
lead the NPP.
So that is what you want to say, but how you say it and the things you liken it to, particularly at this time.
Okay, so it was more of the things he likened it to, which connotes the slavery.
Exactly.
Because
so
I was
mentioned it though. It's an Asante proverb or saying.
So that's why I missed it, because I tried to listen and I was asking myself, okay, I don't really hear they call slave what? Aqua.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and find exactly what he said that generated all of these concerns that the party had to come and respond to. I'll find it to you right now. But that is what has been going on in the NPP, and particularly saying it at this particular time when the NPP seems to be struggling with internal disputes amongst all of that. And if you come and put something like this also in the news,
that doesn't help.
That's a lot of problems for the party to deal with. But the party, they responded swiftly. The General Secretary released a statement to that effect that, seemed to have calmed or restored some peace within the party following what. So this is the comment. When there is a vacant seat in the family to be filled, you don't give it to an outsider who was brought into the family to serve. You don't elevate an outsider or a slave who was brought in to serve to the higher seat. The Asante Akim MP told.
I mean, in the English, the translation is quite clear. I'm saying that because I'm a native, I don't understand the use of the language properly.
So, and then he said, I want to liken him to a slave of the olden days, where the slave was brought into a royal family to serve.
Okay, I get it now. So I think in likening was where he drew the swords and nobody's happy with that. And with all due respect, nobody in politics, Analogies can be one thing, and you make an analogy and then you get it wrong, and everybody will take it.
Just like I have to talk about slavery and master.
Exactly.
Finally, on the Ghanaian point, the front page, NIMOS raids Galamsey site in Ahafo, arrest foreign national, the Burkinabe national, and a day after the NIMOS team, the resident said, "Give us our people. If you don't give us our people, we'll deal with you." It was in the news yesterday. It was unfortunate. I didn't understand what was going on. So NIMOS raids a Galamsey operation, arrests people, seizes machines.
And then the residents
say they won't understand.
So it's a serious problem we have on our hands, I'll be very honest.
When we spoke with Pakwesi Shandoff with NIMOS, the Lands Ministry, so he said that NIMOS launched the operation after they gathered intelligence and all of that. And then after the clash between the NIMOS operatives and the residents yesterday, a few days ago, we asked him that, so didn't the intelligence that you people gathered, didn't it see something like this happening for you to make the necessary arrangement? And then the response is that the raid by NIMOS was not originally on the plan of NIMOS. I don't understand that.
The raid was not...
The raid was not in their... So they were returning from
there was
an
a
operation.
Spontaneous...
Exactly.
Piece of action because they realized there were some illegal miners operating somewhere.
But that is not what he communicated the day before. Anyways. But it's the bottom line. That's just by the way. But the bottom line is the clash between the residents' positioning on illegal mining and then government positioning on illegal mining. I think there should be some marriage somewhere, because government cannot do it without the people.
Absolutely. Imagine these people fighting NIMOS. They will never give up persons who are destroying the forest and all of that.
There were some of them were assaulting the military people.
They had to be rescued by the police.
Yes. And in the videos, you see somebody slapping the last soldier, they beat him. One hot meal vendors demand arrears and contract renewals. That's finally on the Ghanaian point. 4 more to go. The Today newspaper, Mahama abrogates SML contracts. The story is on page 3 of the paper, and this is something we'll be getting into detail in a big conversation this morning. Okay, so mainly the story on the front page of the Today newspaper is Mahama abrogating the SML contract.
That's been big since Friday.
Yes. The publisher newspaper.
Why, it's cracking you up, man.
It's good I read it in my head before. I'll give it to you to read. Colette. The National Voice newspaper. On the front page, Bawumia commands NPP poll with 63.9% support. Africa Policy Lens survey reveals. Africa must move beyond aid dependency, Mahama on page 10 of the paper. Also, Bawumia reaffirms commitment to selfless leadership, politics to improve lives, not to make money. A lot of politicians say this. Is it that their intention is not to make money, but politics gives them money? I want to understand it. They'll say that they're not in politics to make money. They want to...
We heard this before.
Yes. But a lot of the times, they make money when they're in politics. Is it that the politics will come in, offer itself and say...
No, the politics will be bringing bags of money and say, take it.
But they don't go and make it. Okay. That's the difference. The politics will bring the money, but you don't go and look for
this publisher paper you've given me, that story is actually on one other paper, the Republic Press, and I will bring details of it when you're done.
Finally is the Daily Times newspaper. Wasa Mangwasi chief cries out over neglect, begs government to fix poor roads, improve network and build health center. Also, NPP flag bearer race, Kent's team slams misleading poll, says it is fake. That's according to the team of Kennedy Ohene Japan. You know that survey by Africa Policy Lens says that Bawumia is leading with 63.9%.
These are the regions in which he's expected to win, the 60 percentile region. You're done.
Also is Dentra Kingdom rises again in ancestral glory. therefore, Buamponsem, the fourth leads majestic royal procession to Abrankesiso. Obeng Boateng challenges Baumia of a misleading election support claim. Manchia Palace set for Grand 29th GJA KGL Awards on November 8. Tutumfo Mahama and Gbagwe top dignitaries ready for Media Excellence Night. That's all for me.
Right. The publisher newspaper, the one Crosby is running away from, Mahama blows 5.5 million cedis every month just on party. Mustafa Gbande reveals. We'll find out that story is also on the Republic Press front page. NPP runs away from MP's stranger comments. Ioko denies arrest of Springfield boss Kevin Otri. This story, I am struggling to come to terms with how if you read the press statement from Ioko, it suggests they are denying the arrest of the guy. They say they don't mention the arrest of the individual in it at all. They speak to investigations they are conducting, and so scratch that headline. Baumia leads in 14 regions, says APL survey. We'll get details of that for you shortly.
Oh, he leads in 14 out of the 16.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Mahama shuts down SML contracts. That's Republic Press. Their big banner story. Mahama shuts down SML contract. Mustafa Gbande drops bombshell. Alleges presidency pays NDC constituencies 20,000 monthly for party work. That story is on page 3. Pristia Sankofa gold mine enters mainstream mine and invests $3 million into exploration activities. And Bondi, speeding vehicle crash tricycle rider to death on N1 highway. 2 suspects arrested over robbery and murder in Eduman. Naimos raids Galamsey site and a half of foreign national arrested. This story doesn't capture the development from yesterday, where thugs led by sitting MP. Is it thugs led by sitting MP?
That was what some quarters were reporting, that they had the involvement of the member of parliament for the area to demand.
Which MP is this again? And while you do that, the custodian newspaper leads with Mahama pays MPs ex gratia, snaps Akufo-Addo's ministers. Baumia grabs 14 regions in NPP 2028 race, APL survey. Ghana will not burn Bishop Taki Yaboy to profits. Eric Opoku advocates youth-centered investment in agriculture, and over 1,000 to lose jobs as Chinese investor snatches Panbros lands. The news center, MTN champions SME empowerment with training, insurance, and financing support. Republic Bank unveils Republic Verse campaign. Preach hope, not doom. Bishop Taki Yaboy to profits. Over 400 laid off. Affected workers accuse Dr. Dufour's Heath Goldfields of deceit. MPs receive ex gratia executives, others in limbo. That was a promise the president said.
The president has given only the NDC MPs. That's what the paper said.
Yeah. It says he has just given MPs, the government officials, the Yamutu. No ex gratia from them. And so, those are the stories. I see the fresh, you have a bit more in terms of the papers.
Let me give you the daily graphic, and I'll take the Ghanaian Times. The front page: uphold integrity, respect rule of law. The Deputy Defense Minister tells soldiers. It came at a very good time, this soldier at Burma camp, that kind of thing. Also on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, former Bogoso Pristia mine worker demand payment of entitlement. President Mahama urges Church-State Partnership Africa must lead its own peace agenda. That's according to the Vice President, Professor Enyonam Haligah. The back page has some sports. Kotoko proved too strong for Karela United. Hohoi United, Mediama share points in Hohoi thriller. The center spread of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Okay, German president begins 3-day visit to Ghana. And finally, from the news set is the Daily Guide. The front page is BOG printing money to fund gold board. MP quizzes also can focus on youth job creation. That's from Mrs. Christiana Japan, the wife of Kennedy Japan. He says that Her husband is focused on youth and job creation. Ex-Bogoso Pristia mine worker demand entitlements. Bahama cancels SML contract. Lightweight refutes health minister's allegations. That's it for the Daily Guide. Sixtus says Ghana's favorite paper. They also say the same.
That's the tag for the paper. The Daily Graphic is quite bulky today. Under microscope for revenue leakages, IOCO, Minerals Commission probe mining companies. That story is on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Madison Alumina welcomes President Steinmeier to Ghana. Also here, Victory Bible Church climaxes 40th anniversary. Bishop Need Takiyaboy, the general overseer, and his wife, Reverend Dora Takiyaboy, cutting the anniversary cake. That cake is looking, it's a tower actually. The cake looks like a tower.
It's not like the E-Levy cake.
No, it's not. No way like the E-Levy cake. Let's get into a bit of the details, but just quickly on 3news.com, German president arrives in Ghana for 3-day visit. We see Samuel Kudjeto meeting him. Teenager killed as speeding towing truck crashes into home in Kade, Adankrono. Driver flees. Also, there's sports here. Jao Bags brace as Kotoko overpower Karela in exciting 6-goal encounter. Also here, Trump threatens military action in Nigeria over alleged attacks on Christians. It's got the country in a bit of a frenzy. I saw the president respond. That's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I've seen other individuals, but in the aftermath of that, I've seen the Nigerian military as well release updates as to clamp down on terrorist activities, and the police as well hinting of some course of action in that regard. And so there's an interesting dynamic as to what extent a foreign nation can interfere in matters of that nature. Yes,
and all of that. It's interesting looking at this. I mean, Nigeria has not been able to deal with the threat of terrorism. That's not a basic fact that everybody knows. And I understand that the president of Nigeria, while in opposition, once went to the White House and asked for support. So that is also something we should know. So after he asked for the support, we've not seen any intervention, any help from the U.S. administration in regards to this concern. Now that they are coming, there's the concern of the undertones of exploitation. I mean, Nigeria is rich in oil, and maybe they say the U.S. is coming to look for oil, but they're coming under the pretense of supporting the fight against terrorism. That's a dynamic that international relations people would want to deal with. But I found
increasingly international laws appear to be thrown away whenever it concerns the U.S. But you say you found something.
Yes, the attack on the NIMOS operation. So let me read to you what has happened according to the source. It says that on Saturday, 1st November 2025, the Director of Operations of the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, he accompanied 10 soldiers accompanied him. They conducted a reconnaissance mission in the Ahafo region. The objective was to identify a suitable location for the permanent deployment of a NIMOS field task force in line with the Secretariat's strategic plan to sustain anti-illegal mining operations. Now, while traveling along the Gos to Hwidiam Highway, the director's attention was drawn to an excavator engaged in mining along the roadside. I understand it's like 10 meters away from the main road.
Yeah.
The team diverted to the location and apprehended several individuals actively mining. The director instructed the suspects to refill the pits they had dug to prevent further environmental degradation. The director then ordered one of the arrested persons to call the site owner. The first individual to arrive identified himself as a defense intelligence representative from the Ahafo region. Shortly after, an individual named Alex arrived in a Toyota RAV4, arrogantly claiming ownership of the site. Another man arrived later in a Range Rover and was also arrested. While at it, the NIMOS Field Task Force set ablaze shelters used as offices and shelters by the illegal miners. A search of the suspects' vehicles led to a shocking discovery. The team found one Smith and Wesson pistol. 2 pistol magazines and 21 rounds of 9mm ammunition, 12 assorted mobile phones and a black side bag. Also cash amounting to 11,000 Ghana cedis, 1 power bank and a Lexus ignition key. While engagement were being made to convey the suspect to the Hridian police station, the Member of Parliament for Asutifi North, Honorable Ebenezer Kweku-Addo, arrived at the scene with several facts. The MP indicated that he was sent by Honorable Collins Dauda, MP for the area, and demanded that the director releases the arrested kingpins, including a Burkinabe, immediately and remove their handcuffs, arguing that he did not want the locals to see them in handcuffs. The director politely declined the unlawful request, maintaining that the arrests were appropriate and that the right procedure be followed through the police. Subsequently, the MP and the thugs became violent and forcefully snatched the handcuffs keys from one of the soldiers and took the handcuffs off the kingpins before chasing the NIMOS team whilst going to the police station. Upon arrival at the Hridian police station to lodge a report and hand over the suspect and exhibits, a crowd of about 600 people from Hridian and nearby communities surrounded the station. The mob, incited by Honorable Ebenezer Kweku-Addo, demanded the immediate release of the arrested suspect and seized vehicles. They warned that they would discipline the soldiers if their demands were ignored. The situation quickly turned more violent. The director of operations, his Toyota pickup, was vandalized and the mob threatened to burn down the police station, even when the MP was reminded to call his mob to order. The tense standoff created a serious threat to life and property, placing immense pressure on both the director of operations and the police officers on duty. So, responding to a distress call, Chief Superintendent Prince Odum Kodia, the Regional Crime Officer, led a 15-member regional task force headed by Inspector Fosu to reinforce the local police. They were supported by Superintendent John Atanga, Divisional Commander for Goso, Superintendent Opokuya, District Commander for Kenyasi, and other senior officers. Now, even with the reinforcement, the atmosphere remained extremely volatile. The Zongo chief of Shidim, Alhaji Mohammed Bashiru, stepped in and appealed to the crowd to remain calm. However, as night approached and power went out, tensions heightened further. To prevent bloodshed and protect lives, a joint decision was made by the police, the military, and the Zongo chief to release the keys to the seized vehicles in order to calm the crowd. The Zongo chief then ordered his Toyota 4x4 to evacuate Colonel Bua, the director of operations, and his officers to safety at the Newmont site in Kenyasi under police escort. During the evacuation, the soldiers were physically attacked and the chief's vehicle's rear windscreen was shattered. Thankfully, no injuries were recorded. The director of operations described the MP's actions to influence the release of the suspect as unfortunate and a serious obstruction of NIMO's operations, and emphasized that the fight against illegal mining requires all citizens, especially influential figures in the society, to act on the side of the law, not to shield offenders or incite rogues to obstruct justice, as happened at Hridian.
3 things. This was not a legal concession. This was an illegal mining operation,
according to NIMOS, yes,
which they went into. And per the story, I'm going plainly with what the story says. When this Ebenezer Kweku-Addo, who's the Member of Parliament for Asutifi North, arrived, he didn't mention that this is a recognized or a licensed mining concession. Yes. And so the point can be emphasized that it is not a licensed mining concession. This is a sitting Member of Parliament, an NDC Member of Parliament for that matter. He mentions another individual, a long-serving Member of Parliament, as a matter of fact.
Yes, Honorable Collins Dauda's name is mentioned in the story.
He mentions his name and proceeds to ask NIMOS to uncuff individuals arrested for illegal mining operation. When they refuse, the individuals he's with whisk away the handcuff keys, and the rest becomes history, in terms
of. They took off the handcuffs of the kingpins.
Yeah. And decided that they were no longer under arrest, and subsequently put Naimos and its team under arrest, and they had to take the intervention of the police to evacuate them to safety.
Yeah. Somebody
has to be asking some questions this morning,
and
particularly from the seat of government.
While the officers, I mean the military officers, were around the police station being protected or whatsoever was happening, and the mob was gathering, the NP did not do anything to calm the mob down. It was rather the Zongo chief who appealed and called for calm and offered his own vehicle to convey these officers.
This one cannot be allowed to go like that.
No.
The Honorable Ebenezer Kwekuado should be explaining, or should be picked up by now, with respect to what it is that played out there. The presidency cannot go quiet when it says that NIMOS is the one and only recognized entity to be clamping down on activities of illegal mining. The NDC as a party cannot be quiet when a member of parliament on their ticket is attacking a government-manned task force to clamp down on Galamsey, which the president says is priority. They cannot be quiet. And so this morning, the party, as at last night, the party should have been issuing press statements. We should have been getting releases from the government as to what it is that's happened. Whether or not this member of parliament has been invited for questioning, the thugs subsequently being picked up, a swoop of some sort happening in the dead of the night to round up all of the individuals. Respectfully, we cannot sit and allow this to be just another of the stories. And I've seen security analysts say that, NIMOS should reroute their operations and re-strategize. This is not a matter of re-strategizing. This is a matter of a sitting member of parliament, per this story, proceeding to obstruct justice in terms of a lawfully mandated entity carrying out operations. But we'll return to it because it's one of the things.
NIMOS did no wrong by going after the miners when they saw what they were doing by
absolutely
the roadside.
By the road. It says you can see them.
To go back and they did no wrong. You're seeing a crime being committed. You have the power to intervene. You do that. You do what you're supposed to do. They did it. It is unfortunate that these reports are coming out. These names are being mentioned. And then this MP, I understand, is a first-time member of parliament.
Yeah.
And then Collins Dowda's name, a name that has also been mentioned, he's a long-serving MP. I think because his name has been mentioned, he also needs to come out and explain his role in all of this, if there's any. If he's not involved in anything, he should come and then tell us. Because the MP said he came in your name. The people said they came in your name. If they did not come in your name, come and say that, please, Ghanaians, I don't know them. They did not. I did not send anybody.
Because upon what basis will a first-time MP round up thugs and military officials military men?
It's not Blue Water Guard.
Yes, military men being assaulted left, right, and center because they were engaged in an operation to clamp down on activities of illegal miners. And dare I say, the town folk were what's the word I'm looking for? They were prompted to do what they did as well, because they would have picked word that, hey, let's move to the police station, let's do this, let's do that. Because if these individuals were rounded up, were being taken somewhere, and someone comes in and says, release them and cuff them, I don't want the town folks to see them in handcuffs. Respectfully.
There's a line in the story that says, the mob incited by Honorable Ebenezer Kwekuado.
So that's the word, inciting.
Yes.
Inciting is what I was looking. It was the word I was looking for. And the Speaker of Parliament cannot be quiet, because this is not the first time a member of Parliament has been accused of engaging in activities of illegal mining.
I mean, there's always the mention that there are kingpins, big people in government, in Parliament involved in Galamsey. And if this, again, I'm saying if this is one of them, an example.
No, there are videos which we will subsequently show when we get into the big conversation, and we'll seek to get as many individuals as possible to be responding to these matters. But let's try and make progress, and we'll return to this subsequently in terms of the stories that we have from the newspapers this morning. I want to do this one from graphic on IOCO, the Minerals Commission probing mining companies, because we've mentioned mines, and this is by Justice Agbenosi. It reads that the Minerals Commission, the story starts on the front page. The Minerals Commission is embarking on an audit of top mining companies across the country to tighten regulatory oversight and recover potentially lost revenue. The audit exercise, which will scrutinize the document of relevant mining companies across a 10-year production period, will be led by government auditors, forensic accountants, and independent consultants. Meanwhile, the Economic and Organized Crime Office is, as story continues on page 3. Oh, this is Valentin Agbenosi, Justice Agbenosi. I know him quite well. I didn't know that. Conducting a parallel audit into the operations of large-scale mining companies with concessions in the country. The IOCO investigation is an extensive probe into the finances of the individual mining companies, their adherence to tax obligations, among other issues. A letter from the Minerals Commission addressed to the mining companies through the Chamber of Mines stated that the audit will scrutinize production volumes, mineral flows, tax and royalty payment, and environmental compliance. And so that's what the paper. Let me just maybe on the exports. Ghana's small-scale gold export sector generated over 8 billion. So yeah, these are facts. Some facts that we know already. You have something else for us?
I want to touch on the response by Lightweight to the health minister's
very important because
false claims on LHIMS. So they provide a background on what the company is and what the minister has said. Lightweight v. Healthcare Solutions, the company has noted with deep concern several false claims and misrepresentations made by the Minister for Health, Kwabena Minta Akanda, regarding the National E-Healthcare Program and the E-Lightwave Health Management System. And they say that these inaccurate statements or false claims made on the floor of Parliament on Tuesday, the date, and reiterated at the accountability series organized by the Presidency Communications Office on Wednesday. So, risk misleading the public and undermining Ghana's e-health achievements. So, Lightwave, as the lead architect and implementer of Ghana's national e-healthcare system, issues this statement to set the record straight. Now, the statement is this: Lightwave Healthcare Solutions Limited is a company incorporated under the laws of the Republic of Ghana on the 24th day of November 2015 to provide electronic healthcare network. The company was certified to commence business on the 25th of November 2015. They are saying that the company is a wholly owned by way of shares by a citizen of Ghana, having its entire establishment and operations in Ghana with a predominantly Ghanaian workforce. You know that the minister said the company was a foreign company. The company currently employs over 150 Ghanaians as part of its workforce. There's the history about the contracts of the company when it comes to National Healthcare Program. After a prolonged period of negotiations between LWEHS and the government of Ghana during the first administration of the President, His Excellency Dramani Mahama, the Minister of Health, led by the then Minister of Health, I'm talking about Alex Segbefia, executed the contract for the development of the National Health Data Center and Electronic Medical Records. On 1st April, after being granted approval by the Public Procurement Authority, Phase 2 began, and then all they did was to work in line with what was their mandate. Now, specific allegations leveled against the company by the minister claim that the electronic medical data records of Ghanaians are being held by a company which sits in India. This is what they're saying, that both on the floor of Parliament and the accountability series, the minister claimed that the exclusive possession, management, and control of the electronic medical data of Ghanaians generated through the e-healthcare program have been handled to the company, which has refused to grant access to the MOH. The minister further alleged that the said data is being centrally managed from India, and this is their response. By the terms of the contract, and as a matter of fact, the company has no control over and or custody of the electronic health data of any Ghanaian under the e-healthcare program. The electronic data of patients generated through the program remains the exclusive property of the Ministry of Health. The MOH has a server room at the ministries in which sits a centralized data repository, which serves as the storage system for the health records of patients. And they're talking about the data center. So they're saying that there's no India anywhere. It is all in Ghana.
They don't have...
the data is not sitting in a company in India. It is sitting with the Ministry of Health in Ghana. There was another claim by the health minister that whereas the company has been paid 77% of the contract sum, it has executed less than 50% of the contract. They say that he made this statement both on the floor of Parliament and the Accountability Series. In attempting to give some details of this claim, the minister stated that only 450 health facilities, which is less than 50% of the 950 facilities earmarked under Phase 2, have successfully been delivered. Their response is that under the contract, the breakdown of the 950 health facilities mentioned by the minister is as follows. There's the item, facility type, number. I mean, all of that is listed.
So essentially, all of the arguments they're making is that. But do they respond to the minister's claim that the contract has come to an end? Because it's one of the many things the minister says is the basis upon which everything had to come to an end, because there is no existing contract.
Let me look for. There's a continuation on.
Wow, then that story is really lengthy.
It's long.
It's quite a lengthy story on by the paper. Yeah, I must be honest, because it is one of the things the minister says that if people claim there's a potential of a judgment debt amongst many other things, judgment debt on what? Because if a contract genuinely comes to an end and you're supposed to renew, and I say I'm not going to renew, I don't stand the risk of paying any judgment debt, and that perhaps there's a bit more in terms of clarity that's needed on this particular front. I see you trying to skim through to see if they respond to that particular claim as to whether as to the contract ending or not. But I mean,
there's a lot of information here. It's a 2-page response. You know how big the newspaper is?
Yeah.
2 pages.
2 pages reports. Well, perhaps we'll have to go through it thoroughly and understand the arguments they are making and whatnot, because now the minister tells us there's a new health management system that's going to come. I think it will be called GIMS or something, and it's supposed to cost us some $50 million.
It says it's just half of what was used.
Yes, $50 million, and we spent 77, and we do not own anything. Why have we spent $77 million? We do not own the system, and we're going to pay a fresh $50 million, and we claim it is cost saving. We haven't saved anything. If anything, we've lost 77 million because it's been thrown into the air, and we haven't gotten any system or infrastructure upon which we can hold on to and say, okay, we don't have to pay 50 million again. We can use, say, 10 million or 1 million to continue to implement the system. Zero. So there is no cost saving. There should be questions as to why we are paying fresh 50 million and why we've paid $77 million and we do not have a system which we call our own. It is just amazing, to be very honest.
I thought you would come to say it is just Ghanaian.
Well, it is. I'll be very honest. That story you were running away from, Mustafa Bandi, and I've tried to do. I've tried to look at both papers and whether or not there is a name attached to who's telling the story. In both instances, in both instances, it is just. So this one is a new publisher report, and then in the Republic Press too, it just says News Desk Report. Nobody's name is attached to it.
But I mean, we've seen the video, so.
of Mustafa Gbande saying it. So I don't know.
It down,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
So
but
let me
before you start. It's like today, Mr. Ullo, he finished dressing before he entered the place. You know that he hardly completes his.
He always finishes at the production side before he decide to.
Listeners, that is not true.
Oh, he has not finished. His lace. Sure, he has not finished.
He hasn't finished.
He has not finished. The man will wear his tie at the gate, the company's gate. He come and tuck in at the production.
You can ask Sandra. I have been fully dressed for the past
your lace,
40 minutes.
Yeah, we are looking at your lace.
So you decided to dress fully and leave out your lace?
Why are you people?
No, we are just asking.
Are you always a new man?
For a man who is fully dressed,
are you always a new man?
We're just asking if your lace is.
Are you aware new energies, positive thinking and speech?
Yes, we've delivered that message to listeners already when we started.
One thing that I've noticed too is that when Mr. Ullo was Mr. Ullo,
before he was a private citizen like the rest of us.
I mean, his ring was different. Now that is Council Ullo is wearing a different ring.
Is there something to it? Maybe we should also go to the law school summit.
Thank you. When you become lawyers, you understand.
The lawyers wear special rings. Hey. So they show us level. So let me do that story. This one, I'm picking it from the Republic Press. It says a shocking revelation has emerged within the ruling NDC as the party's Deputy General Secretary Operations, Mustafa Gbande, has alleged that the presidency doles out 20,000 cedis every month to each constituency to finance NDC party activities. In a video that has since gone viral, Mr. Gbande claimed that the funds come directly from the president, sparking outrage and raising serious questions about the use of state resources for partisan purposes. Today, as we speak, 20,000 goes to the constituency every month to service the party, and it comes straight from the president. Mr. Gbande stated emphatically in a footage that was cited. The revelation has triggered a storm of controversy that's a repetition. Mr. Gbande went on to describe the current administration as the most inclusive in Ghana's history, claiming that party officials and even their spouses have been rewarded with government appointment. If your wife was not appointed, you yourself were appointed. For the first time, regional secretaries and a few chairmen have become regional ministers, he said, adding that almost 8 to 10 executives for a constituency now hold government positions. Political observers say the comment could spark investigations into how party structures are being financed and whether taxpayer money is being used to sustain party activities, used to sustain partisan activities. Civil society organizations are already demanding clarification from the presidency, urging President Mahama to come clean on the alleged payments to party constituencies. So that's the story.
My comments to this is this: when the NDC was campaigning to win the 2024 elections, when Mr. Mahama was campaigning, when Dr. Bawumia was campaigning, they all made promises to the executives of the parties in the regions, in the constituencies, amongst others. Some say that they'll put them on payroll and all of that. Where was that money supposed to come from?
It's a very important question in terms of how our politics and everything.
Are they qualified?
Who?
The regional executives.
Qualified.
Their wives. Are they qualified for the appointments?
Oh, I'm not sure the question we are asking is whether or not they are qualified.
That seemed to be the position of
the
paper.
No, I think they just took excerpts because they were.
Read the headline again.
Mustafa Gbande drops bombshell, alleges presidency pays NDC constituencies 20,000 monthly for party work.
Okay.
That's the headline.
Mustafa, in that, bombshell is the word.
Yeah.
Alleges, and goes on to ask in the prudence of state resources or states. Meanwhile, the person says the money is from the president direct. We would have to find out whether that statement is true.
From the president's pockets.
Is it from the president's pockets?
Or from the presidency?
Or from the presidency? Is it a budget that is lying at the presidency under Julius Debra's desk that says that party executives every month call me with a Momo account so that I forward this? Is that the case?
Even if it is from the president, you can to a certain extent logically have an idea the income levels of the president.
We we know how much the president receives a month.
Good. So,
do we know whether the president has businesses? I'm just saying that before we get into such a discussion or such conclusions, we must be able to conclusively say that the president is not in a position to dole out 20,000 cedis every month to the 276
Perhaps
constituencies.
We should be having him explain to us, Mr. Gwande himself,
yes,
from whence he's making this claim, amongst many other things.
The paper emphasizes some wrongdoing. So I'm saying that before we start screaming the wrongdoing, let's be sure that this is what it is. He says it is from the president.
We are just reading
the president as a person, as leader of the party.
That is not clear from this story. And perhaps no, there are two papers carry the story.
Yes.
Perhaps I'll read the second one quickly because we have to run and do community voices. Every month, President Mahama directly gives out amount of 20,000 to support each of the 276 constituency offices of the NDC. Today,
so they say directly gives out.
Today,
so
no. This is the paper writing. They attempt to quote exactly what Mustafa says. Today, as we speak, 20,000 goes to the constituency every month to service the party, and it comes straight from the president. That's a quote.
And not the presidency.
Yeah,
but it could be from the president as president. It could be from the president as private pockets
regardless
of
where it is coming from. Sixtus. So you're saying that whether the president has businesses, I don't think that should be, encouraged or entertained. That the president of the country has some business somewhere.
No, we'll need to find out.
No.
So what I agree with Sixtus on is the first thing is this claim true? Because the mere fact that someone stands on a political platform and says this doesn't mean hook, line, and sinker it is true. We've been here where statements on platforms have been fact-checked and they were misleading. Some were not true. And dare I say, sometimes when you put these in, did we not have a member of parliament say that bribes were being paid for school placement? He was quizzed and he said he lied.
And he's still roaming about after lying to us.
You understand? So yes, there is why are my words failing me today like this? There's a tendency.
It's been a long weekend.
There's a tendency to want to believe the individual who is saying this, and I say tendency.
No, if you believe Mr. Gwande, I won't begrudge you because he is an authority within the party.
That's what I said. There's a tendency.
Deputy General Secretary of the party,
and
so he knows
also
what he's talking
a deputy
about.
director of operations
at the presidency. So yes, he knows what he's talking about.
You understand?
But I'm saying that, do we have sufficient information to be able to condemn the acts? Do we? If we want to go into that, then let us dig deeper to know what is there. And on the question of employment, so because I am party executive, my party wins power, I cannot have employment.
The employment has not come up for conversation. We are reading the story. No, I'm talking about our conversation. When you say
no, I'm not. I'm talking to the paper.
I think
I'm sticking to the paper.
If they deserve that, but the money's going to the constituencies. No, that's what we're trying to find. Where is it coming from? You understand? They are taking it from. They are not printing the money. They are taking it from somewhere to go and give it to them. So we need to know where that money is coming from. I wouldn't say that what Mustafa is saying is not true, because, like you mentioned, he's Mustafa. He knows what he's talking about because of how close he is to the things he's talking about. But where is the money coming from? And is it right for monies to come from where it is coming from to go to the constituencies to do whatever it is set up?
It also goes back to party financing.
Absolutely.
If you want to, that's what I'm saying, that we don't have sufficient information based on this story to begin to draw those conclusions
that we can. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us through the newspapers.
Quick. One, the MP must be arrested.
No, we'll get into this conversation proper.
Coach Otto Addo must go.
Thank you very much, Sixtus Ullo and Noble Crosby. And there's a world-class university right here in Ghana that I should be telling you about. It's Rosebank International University, a strong South African university and a brand of the AdVTech Group, Africa's largest private education provider with 146 schools across 5 countries and over 100,000 learners, and partly owned by the World Bank through the IFC. Rosebank International University is fully accredited by the South African Qualifications Authority, the British Accreditation Council, GTech in Ghana, City and Guilds in the UK, and Capsicum Culinary Studio. At Rosebank International University, we offer a Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, MBA, Master of Science, and Master of Philosophy in Digital Marketing, Bachelor of Supply Chain Management, targeting professionals in freight forwarding, customs, etc. We offer hospitality and culinary art, available at diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate levels. Our ICT has BSc Information Technology in Business, Systems, and IT Computer Application Development, all carefully designed to equip you with the skills and qualifications needed for a successful global career. Our mission is simple: inspiring excellence. Admissions are open for the January 2026 intake. Visit our modern campus at Airports Commercial Opebia House, Accra, or apply online at www.riuc.edu.gh. Rosebank International University, building global citizens. We're back after this break to pick your call. Stay with us here on the 3 FM Sunrise.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's smart we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together. Because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Let's do pick your calls now. 055-924-2717, 055-691-0154. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, trust that you're well.
Please, how are you? My name is James Adoboy, calling from La.
James Adoboy from La. I am doing well. Jones, I hope you are well too.
I'm well too.
Jones, let's hear from you. Great, thank you.
My first concern is about taking over by the Agboglochi side, the union side that the previous administrations made up. In fact, it has been a very difficult situation. When you get there now, the unions sellers are coming back. The scrap dealers have taken over the place. The place has become very bad. We have to call on the Greater Accra Regional Minister, my dear Honorable, to do something about it, because our money was used to clear those places. I would like to appeal to her, for her to, whatever they are going to use the place for, because the place has been taken over by the people again, and we spend a lot of money to do that. Also, coming to the discussion we had this morning concerning the Mr. Fagbande saying this, we have to investigate it, because for me, our constituency, nothing like that has happened, and I've not heard of any money being dissipated in our constituency, which is a constituency. So he needs to clarify that issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jones, for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mawuena.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you. Let's hear you quickly.
This is Enyonam from Domi.
Enyonam, let's hear you. Thank you for calling as well.
Thank you very much with a wonderful job you are doing for Ghana. Greetings to NDC family and the leaders and appointees and our president himself. Mr. Mawuena, I want to ask you a question. Please, is it Gift Yawari and the former Buffer Stock CEO, are they still in the custody of Attorney General?
I'll have to check. I think one of the papers said Gifty slept in, was in custody, could not meet bail conditions or something like that.
So the prosecutor or Attorney General is telling us that if Gift Yawari and the Buffer Stock who spent over 780 million Ghana cedi, if they made the bail conditions, so are they going to go scot-free? Are we going to leave them for them to go enjoy the money?
No, Janawan, that's not what it means. Bail is everybody is entitled to bail. Every crime is bailable in this country, and bail is just for you to not be in custody, but you surrender certain things. Not surrender, but you'll be tied to certain things. That's why they are taking sureties from you, such that if you fail to make an appearance either in court or report to the police, they will seize or confiscate these things you're putting in as surety, and so nobody's been let go of scot-free. That's not the case. Bail is just bail.
My problem is some of the problem and cases shouldn't be bail. Only if, excuse me, what they are doing is more or less it's a murder case because you can't.
No, even every offense is bailable now, thanks to Martin Pebu. And so, I mean, this morning advocacy for them not to be on bail cannot stand. Ajana, I appreciate you calling as well, and for the concern with respect to investigations relating to oral. But let's hear from somebody else. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir. I'm doing well. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. This is Lincoln. Let me salute Honorable Ernest in Tim at Tiwa East MCE for making sure that Galamsey fight is ongoing. Over the weekend, he sent gas cylinders and other things to destroy floating Galamsey equipment operating on the Brim River. And that operation was successful. And this morning, I want to say kudos to him, including the Eastern Regional Minister, Honorable Akosia Awate. She's also involved in the fight against Galamsey and Admiral Naimos boss, Kenaboa. Let me move forward and then tell the people of this country that, look, the Mama is doing well. We will win the fight against Galamsey. I had opportunity working with a mining company before, so I know what I'm talking about, the devastation of Galamsey. I'm happy we are on course. The destruction is ongoing. There was this village called Abrewa Ninkran, or whatever they call it. And that village was growing with population because of Galamsey. As I'm talking to you, that village is down. So let's keep the fight against illegal mining so that the Ghana water will use less chemicals to treat our water. Everybody needs water. Water is life. Let me also commend your crew for always giving us the opportunity to get things out of our chest. God bless 3FM. And
right. Thank you as well for calling, Mr. Lincoln. Let's hear from some others. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
My name is Aziz. I'm calling for Domi.
Aziz in Domi, let's hear you quickly.
Thank you. May God bless you. Maminko Neti. Well, Maminko Tematau Nimintia Karis Makafi and a lawyer Zuma or what the instrument. And I may bad Domiko Beyano Suna. A Jumapa, ye MCE. Honorable Mr. Agbu. A Jumapa or Yenwa. Uncle Swinye Jumanenko. But at this rena me the best room, they say. So Muye, a Muya de Panwa. Omuma, young who say a decent ahead. Omumuye. Because weekend we know na minimum dome kwa benyane agbogba ne aboko bi e ko type awon nyina no me say papa ne ye adwuma papa but problem na ye won ni say ye nkrofo ne bi no a e bi ye o ma aju say me ni wa fa me ba be ka wa sembone onipa ne ye ade ne kura na de o ye no e on no mo show but the way on be say ne pakro no a on na ye o mo fe sa nkrofo sa no a ye nye very careful e na ye be sere ye mpenefo e wo top ho Kankani deputy secretary, and not the Kika home, or region. So now, on one Kika this time now, me them me kundi ye blaza ye bapawo. We are papa young no opposition no mudisika. da no mo power no mo disika ko ye no a na ye say timi yo mo hu bibi no a na still no ye jankrofo no a no mo ni nam ye be kanu so na omu say e politics yentu yabu ni de wo hi adenti na yetu abama NDC because of corruption we ntia nti ye ban power yetimi yo mo bibia na ye say riba gain e na de kika ho a me pamucho yes di me di pamucho grassroots for na omu ma complaining papa obetimi disika na ebi ni na namfo na oba janu mfo na wo hu sa Canada what be disika na just like that na abena mo belly ni de wo abrawo onu papa na wa bie na no aka se ma disika we me da sinya no sra.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Mawuena Egbeta. How
yes, sir. I'm doing well. What about you?
Not bad at all. Eben Kwabena.
Eben, let's hear you.
We appreciate the President John Dramani Mahama, the Vice and the Chief of Staff for their human job. They should keep it because we know the presidency want to set a good legacy for the NDC to remain in power for long. Also, my boss at the Tema Shipyard, greetings to you, Honorable Akwesipita and TDC boss, Courage Makafu. When you come to Ga East Municipality and also Domi Kwabena, the MP, Honorable Likluma Klugu, and the MC, Honorable Agbo, are doing well. And last week what they did was they used the drip to start maintaining some of the roads that are very, very deplorable. And from the look of it, they started from Kwabena electoral area. And I don't know where you stay, but you come. They are doing their best. And I'm hearing this week they will be at Abogbatu, Abokobi, and it's electoral basis. So please, I'm begging each and everyone, if it hasn't reached your tent, be patient. Also, there was a maternity clinic at Hachu. It has been deteriorated. But the MP has taken upon the air that he has renovated it. God bless you. This is the essence of voting. We vote for development. So when you people continue doing like that, we will continue to appreciate you. And Mawuena, I just want to find out from you. Even the 20,000 we are hearing, I'm asking you, if it was from the presidency to service the party, is it wrong, Mawuena? Mawuena?
I'm listening to you.
No, I'm asking you, is it wrong?
Wrong for the president to be sending money to the constituency?
Yeah, if truly what they are saying, that presidency gives 20,000 to every constituency to service the party, is it wrong? Have you forgotten that it is the same party that was sponsor the president to the flag bearer to be president? So for me, it is neither here nor there.
Well, some people are even saying they haven't received anything from their constituency. But we'll have a full conversation in relation to this, and then we'll wrap up. Thank you.
Hello, Mawuena.
Yes.
Mawuena, I'm concluding. Even if it is true, we have 28 executive at the constituency. Divide 20,000 by 28 and see. It is so for me. It is neither here nor there.
Right. Thank you very much as well for calling.
Job, we are okay. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Yes, this is Mawuena. Let's hear from you quickly.
This is Frank Naru.
Frank. Domi Mayor, let's hear you.
Yo, I know why the Mamentia, Domi Kwabena, Quentin Chairman, Mr. Isaac Nilam Telamti, the Millennium Chairman, for the first time in history of Domi Kwabena. What you have at this season, I'm at NDC. Number 24, baby Minia, yesterday, you have put I'm an afeno. When she saw the boom, Papa, we had to sit down my Domi Kwabena, be seen there. Yabongo for the Papa and Chairman more than one. What in the cast bear 3 a year campaign. Day in, day out, on a Pakosiana Joe, MEG sitting everything there. And vanish the baby, and if I'm pimping my head of penalty, and they have a princess, I am for the 24. Among Kaita Malam, the Vinia, that's Kayana, a bank, I want to say, 20,000, constituency, Minia. Each constituency via executive from chairman to executive, only Nipa 28. And to say, I'm pamposing, your mom 200 million every month. Which are sending them in your bank account. And yet, Obia 7 million, Minia. Your constituency chairman, Tamalam Tekau, Kita, and the year campaign or the year party of Juma. So, Tofu, 700 Ghana Gume de Kura, and so, Ebessa, I don't press account. Papa, where did the guy is your Kamakumians? A year campaign. Emia ye wini ebesinde ye muano. When so executives ni bi etwo musio eyirom ho ye adwuma. And Mustafa Bandi wa beka so more 20,000 a month. Na 20,000 ni for 28 for Charminia. E ye say me Frank Nalo keke. Am ye lema me nam ha. A week me several 7,000. A week me several 700. Now to be ma a whole consequence chairman 700. As the party about power. Only way any pressure papa yase. And a year adole our year. Opinya samni na consequence chairman. And you go so good because the MPA you know. Yeah, MC is why you know. Papa you every year 4 times a week. And you have a last time. Meaning a partner you na do mo kono. Omo yakobone. Omo money share grassroots.
Thank you very much, Frank, as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
My name is Ullo. You can call me Mr. Common Sense.
Let's hear from you, Ms. Ullo.
Greetings from the Annan land to you. His Excellency Julius Zebra have made us proud, and your own brother, Courage McAfee Nunekbeku. Wonderful delivery. Mawuena, last time I was on your air urging some donators to look to our public schools to support them because of lack of beds and that sort. And also to the MP, Dr. Tobin, donated 20 beds to support Odogono Secondary School. So I use your medium to thank him and urge others to do more. I know the NCE also is raising his boot. Mawuena, I'm a constituency executive, Tobo constituency. We are here to see. So far, it will be like 20,000 by 9. Abi, then we are now in the 10th month. So far, we have to receive like a nice one. So calculate it for me. So far, we are here to see that total amount in our account. So Mustafa Bandi have to come again.
Right.
Mawuena, do you want to ask me something?
No. I'm listening to you. I'm just hoping
Mawuena,
you're done.
MP Ebenezer Ado must be arrested. No one is above the law. We promise good people of Ghana that we are coming to fight galamsey. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing all his best to fight galamsey. So anybody that will go contrary against the wish of the people needs to be arrested. Mawuena, God is doing well. Have you now listened to the minority asking that are they printing money to support them or not? It's a good work of the finance minister and good work. Mawuena, I end by asking a trade minister, what is he doing? Mawuena, there is lawlessness and unauthorized fares all across the lorry stations. What did the law say? Everywhere is now 10 city. Mawuena, everywhere we are going, 10 city. Everywhere we are going. What did the law say? So must we be in like this? Reduction of fuel, we cannot feel it. What I thought is happening. Have a good morning, my brother.
Thank you as well for calling, Ullo. Let's hear from you as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Elias.
What? Big Base. Dan Soman. Fantastic. Let's hear from you quickly as well whilst we ready ourselves for sports.
All right. Mikshamia, my brother, Honorable Abolo. Meju Ashama, my power, my NDC. Think I will be true one day. We start Brekuma. The Bre Asana, driven Oku Ado, by MP. Because some a binuma, all per se, Omugo President Mama, the Numafi. Get a binuma, we start Brekuma, that's one there. It's not allowed. Reverend, AMP, DC, you're fine. I'm told today, who put to Jumabio, where's the Hase? How come? Because the blow, the son are over power, master, and then Reverend. But who put to Jumabio Hase? A company MCF fine. Who be there? Oh, Reverend, Romba, Fenu, and now MC Noma, I break my way. Flomo, yeah, in him grounds. I'm delegate in the ground. First time I'm a boy Juma or live that. Or your campaign 6 months. I get it to 1 year. Still upon it, that's your Juma. Who someone sabotage Papano? Promo. Forever Coquado. After I see a dance woman, I break my waist. Thank you.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Better.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from, please?
My name is Bryce. I'm calling from Abusoka.
Right, let's hear you as well.
May God bless you and continue to guide you and protect you. Let me use this opportunity to greet Honorable Alaji Yakodo, in charge of operations, and Honorable Peter T. Alaji Raouf, and Carrie McCaffrey in the for TBC. And I'm not paying. May a very sad papa. Say Galamfea, Keneye Boa, S.I.C. John Gamani Mama, Edith Mia Shelinsa. Say Ombomodia, say, Omo Huya Galamfea, S.A.C. Assassin. The whole MP, I NDC me, Edith Mako Fair Mount for say, Omo Yachi Omono, Yeja Omo. Nti MP we no oye juma se excellency John Damani Mama galamsey fight here or fighting e be here na say on person boy excellency John Damani Mama mesre say speaker of parliament Honorable Abambabi sa MP here okoye sa de ya okofe staff for emo mukota ki sa galamsey soldier for na ade no ombo modian say you be Jimmy seat in a friend in parliament because on this visa obey honorable and also on this visa obey parliament. I got to that parliament or I share Ghana for say Ghana for Indisu. A whole MP. If you galam say na kosu na yes say you should answer asasino. A MP need it. Say Juma, a blessed soldier phone say, on which me protecting your affairs, any years you are no Mayano. On no bet me a farm for so muko tak you. And she tak no muko, and a soldier for 82 to any boys are boys here, and Kabesian. Let's run over Baby. Say Papa Weno, Sir MP no, on deserving, so obey MP, our parliament.
Thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Give us your name and where you're calling us from. I trust that all is well with you.
I'm calling from
Sir Shak. Kwabenya, yes. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. And wherever Johnny is, my special greeting goes to him.
Absolutely.
And Ellen as well.
Absolutely.
Mawuena, you see, I normally when we call and we are making our submissions, you say we should say alleged. So I want to find out, is the news that has been published in the newspaper a concrete reportage or...
Oh, no, that was alleged there. We read alleged, so...
Alleged. So for now, let's be very circumspect about how we put the issues out. Because until we call the man and we find out from him whether truly he had to do what he did, we should be very careful.
There's a video attached, actually. There's a video that's been making the rounds on social media.
That is the evidence. Then we can go ahead and say that, no, Colin Dada didn't have a good faith. Because you are the same person who was put in charge of affordable housing. There were so many issues about it. Some NDC apparatchiks came to defend you, and they say you did nothing. But I, Shak, I know that once you are a politician, there was a personal interest in there, and you did something wrong. So if you are a member of parliament, is he an ex-member of parliament or is still a sitting member of parliament?
Colin Zauda, because the video I was talking about was in reference to the Mustafa Bandi claim, but there's also a video of the attack of the military persons from the operations, which the story tells us that the member of parliament was there.
So that means he's still a sitting member of parliament.
Yes. Yeah, they are also.
Babi must act. You see, Babi has allowed a lot of issues to be swept under the carpet. Now, are you aware that now one of the most dangerous things that this country is facing is unemployment? Some of these things, if they are left unattacked, unresolved, and years to come, Can you imagine the number of people who will be unemployed? So when you are a member of parliament, you are supposed to go to parliament to ensure that no, you are helping for what do you call it, enact laws that will help the country so that some of these issues will be resolved, not to rather complicate issues. No NDC fund or member must come and defend this man. President Mahama, wherever you are, please, we gave you a second term for you to come and reset Ghana. The resetting also was involved some of these issues. We are pleading with you. Whoever was involved, they should be dealt with to the latter.
Thank you, Sir Shak. I'll pick final two callers. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
This is Alhaji Haruna, and I'm calling from Mashama.
Alhaji Haruna, let's hear from you as well this morning. I hope you are well.
I'm good. Let me say good morning to Abolo. On the issue of Mustafa Bandi saying that every constituency is being given 20,000 Ghana cedis. In fact, I'm in Ashama constituency. I've not seen and I've not heard. So I would have wished, Mawuena, if you can put Mustafa Bandi on the line to clarify this issue. Because what is going on social media about this issue is not good at all. So please, I would have wished that you put him on air to clarify.
We'll try that this morning as well a lot later. But appreciate
your opposition, the way they are bundling this story. I'm telling you, is going to cause damage for us.
Right.
Because what is 20,000 even to Ashama constituency? You know the number of branches that we have or the wards? Please, this is fake.
Right.
It should come from Mustafa Bandi because this is very, very dangerous. I don't like hearing such things. And on the issue of Galamsey, I am appealing to NDC people or Ghanaians. They should see the devastating manner of our waters. This doesn't speak well. So please, they should try and help John Mahama to succeed.
Right.
So that 2028, it will just be a done deal for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you as well for calling. I'll pick my final caller for the morning. Hello, good morning. Yes, by God's grace, we're well.
Nukre asa mekasa free kaswa.
Nukrasa. Container. Yes, let's hear you quickly, Nukrasa.
Mami tawase, mami nchala Said Ahmed. Madi jimi honorable akuganjo ashama na chairman to swejare ko ni di share papa be dia mu janya min kama. Wa ya openi gasie. Eye NP issue. The best say your NDC your penny for National Democratic Congress. Enye Bagbe and the bit me take decision. So the way you know a bedia ngwase be NDC amanyoko party. Na bia foforo man pani John Dramani Mahama no. Omo trip MP na so. Omo twe na so. Nenyi sua de e wo NDC amanyoko num e de amamu a John Dramani Mahama ne mpani fo gu no. Enye adisua de ensema omo aka. Because ya ma won kofa usabe o pese mi kunya MFC for NDC amanyoko. Because a John Dramani Mahama mamu a wobu and they get giant near my panel and the account MP will watch them. A day and also give see ever fall for the Amanyoko. Now you see ever fall for John Mahama and mamu a wobu and the dollar is swatted and never to swatted and never echo yellow and he doubt to baby and he can watch them.
Thank you very much for calling as well. That will be my final caller for the morning as Billy Shen is ready, waiting to bring us the very latest from the world of sports. Good weekend. Arsenal on the way to a Premier League title in 20 years.
I mean, 7 games without conceding a goal, winning all 7 games. Right. We are flying high, Right. Yeah, we are beating everybody. You understand?
I'll be here for when you lift the trophy.
Oh yes, you have to be there.
I'll be here for when you.
Yeah, but support Ogasco too in the NSMQ. Abi Maoli is not there.
I hear you, my boss.
Okay.
I hear you, my boss. Billy Shen is here, ready and waiting with the